Hello everyone, this is AmberAnkNA here. Welcome to my channel. Well, I play a variety of games and do narrations for fanfics. I'm really hoping you enjoy my content. If you do, make sure to comment below, leave a like, and subscribe with the notifications on. Right, until next time, this is AmberAnkNA. Welcome to my channel. So, hi. Death Row, Chapter 15, The Space Between. As quickly as a flash of lightning biting the night sky, the execution chamber vanished, leaving the ghost suspended in an endless blackened ocean, being carried away like driftwood on the swell, like stripping over an unperceived edge of a waterfall. The look sensation of falling came out of nowhere. It was nearly overwhelming. Yet Max and Corey held on to one another's outstretched hands with a grip that would not be denied. Despite prohibiting at a horrifying rate, Corey recognized where they were, but she knew Max would most likely be disoriented. She experienced the same sense of descending rapidly when she returned to the Blackwell restrooms 5 years ago. She was pulled into a fast-moving current through some sort of vortex-like cosmic tunnel. At the same time, she had no idea how it happened. She only knew that the universe led her to a kind of space between time. Now, she was beginning to think it wasn't the universe who opened a wormhole for her back then, but whether somehow Max had created a rift between realities so she could find her way back. Inch by inch, Corey slowly pulled Max closer to herself, finally pressing their bodies together in a horizontal embrace. Max! Listen to me! We have to flip around! The listening ear reminded her of the storm that never came. Despite yelling, she could barely hear her own voice. She could feel Max's muscles tense, and she knew the girl understood what they needed to do. They pulled in the same direction, bicycling their legs and prohibiting their torsos upward. Chloe! We have to stop falling! I know! The bodies finally shivered to vertical positions. Chloe closed her eyes and remembered what she did before. A practical understanding of psychics wasn't required in this place. A mounting a barrier between the pail and the empty space beneath them, she willed a floor to materialize in the falling of ugly trees. They tumbled over, flipping several times, Max climbing on top of the former prisoner. Her hips were spread apart with knees on either side of Chloe's waist. Head billowed into her chest. Well, Master. Figured we'd at least go on a date or something before attacking her, said her. Not that I mind. A dim glow lit the area, creating visible water-like shadows, whipping across the girls' faces. Chloe waggled her eyebrows as Max was reluctant to release the tight grip she had around the girl's body. When Chloe realized her superior was suffering, she returned the hug even tighter, confirming she was safe and they were really together. For several moments, the two just laid there, hugging one another and enjoying the warmth their bodies produced together. Chloe knew her favorite person wouldn't loosen her grip unless she said or did something that would remind her that they still had some work to do. So, the fallen inmate begun, I just thought of a joke. Want to hear it? Max pulled back and stricken her gas enough for the two to roll over into a seated position. A joke? Yeah, sir. She wiped her eyes dry and looked away at Chloe. Okay, so, what do you call a smart-ass prisoner falling through a wormhole? I don't know. What? Holding back a laugh, Chloe answered. A condescending. Condescending. Ha! Get it? I'm a convict, and we were fine. Oh my dog. You still such a dork. Max couldn't help but giggle. She held her hands over her face as she poorly attempted to tame her laughter. Chloe smiled a treachery grin while watching her best friend look away then back at her several times. With each gaze, she giggled harder. The girls sailed a laugh then, as the excitement faded, they slowly grew silent. Still sitting side by side on the false floor, she noticed her fingers were interlocked with Max's. Her partner was from the opposite hand begun trembling up and down the girl's skin. Realizing what she was doing, Chloe stopped and abruptly pulled her hand away. A bit of embarrassment caused her breathing to momentarily shuddered. Why did you stop? Max asked, voice cracking a bit as she spoke. Her head was angled down, yet her upcast eyes were begging for Chloe's gentle trust again. Oh, I guess I didn't even know I was doing it. I'm sorry, Max. Chloe. No way. I'm the one who's sorry. So damn sorry. The girl withdrew into herself, pulling her knees towards her chest and wrapping her arms around them, walking side to side with shoulders. Max bit her lip, eyes darting back and forth. You wouldn't have been in there if I could have just listened to my heart and stayed with you on that cliff. It's the biggest regret of my life. I fucking abandoned you, Chloe. Hey. Don't do that. Chloe reached back over and placed her palm on Max's back, rubbing with a lightened tusk. I had more than enough time to understand why you chose the decision you did. I stood there and made the case for you to fucking do it. What we didn't realize at that time was how strongly connected we were. Plus, we together now, and everyone in the town is safe. It's been a city for years, but now we get to make up for it. Yeah, I guess you're right. Max sounded disgusted, and her words were lined with deep regret. There's no guessing, dude. Chloe needed to walk around for the girls to be directly in front of each other. She clenched the girl's hands and placed them in her own. Two sets of eyes lasting onto the other. A wise man once told me, every Max needs her Chloe, and every Chloe needs her Max. That was always meant to happen, my dear. Deal? The brunette raised her eyebrows and slightly tickled her head, a heartfelt smile beginning to curl the corners of her lips. Yeah, I'm trying it out. Why not? We have a lifetime to find the right pet names. I figure Captain Bluebeard and First Mate Longmouth Sower might be a little outdated now. Maybe not, though. She shrugged and pulled in a little closer. I mean, after all this, you're never leaving me, right, Max? Fuck no. I never want to be away from you ever again. Chloe lifted her freckled friend's hands to her mouth, kissing one and then the other in succession. You're my hero, Mass. I mean that. You saved me so many times. I could never repay you. Chloe, every breath you take is a gift to me. You are my repayment. Releasing Mass's hands, then slowly lifting hers, Chloe tenderly placed them on either side of the girl's face, fingers caressing her cheeks in tiny circles. She smiled an instant closer until their foreheads were touching in the center. I love you so goddamn much, Mass. I thought about you every second of every day for the past 5 years. You were my strength and my hope. Not to get too damn goopy, but you're my person. Mass reached up and tugged a strand of hair behind Chloe's ears, leaving her hand on the side of the girl's neck. As she guided across Chloe's skin, the sensation sent pleasurable trails and undeniable tingles down the former inmate's body. The bass drum in her chest increased in frequency, causing a strange, nervous energy to pulsate outward from her mind. Her eyes instantly closed and her neck craned forward, chin tilting inward. She could feel the heat steaming in and out of each of their mouths, offering her heart that was now set on one thing. As two pillars of lift joined in the center, it was like the universe stopped expanding just to catch a glimpse of the most beautiful sight ever seen. The lips danced together in opposite unison, gathering in a pattern of connectivity and sloppy desire. Nothing else mattered but them. After being wrapped in a translucent cloth of poor love for what felt like an eternity, the girls withdrew from one another, moisture shrinking back as they inched apart. Chloe licked her lips and smacked her gums a few times before speaking. Have you been practicing, Supermass? That was so goddamn good. But then again, last time we kissed on the cliff, it was the best I ever had. Chloe ran her fingers through her partner's hair, marveling at the beauty before her. I wish I could stay in this moment forever. Mass cooed. She brought Chloe's hands to her face and nuzzled into her palms, gently sliding her nose and mouth along the inner folds. Yeah, me too, Mass, but we aren't out of the woods yet. Simultaneously, the girls turned their heads to the side, gazes landing on the translucent columns of what appeared to be running water. What are those? Mass asked as Chloe was helping her to her feet. Dude, I've been here. These things over there put me on death row. Be careful, Mass. They will suck you in and fuck shit up. So, Mass began a puzzled look forming on her face. When were you here? Chloe thought it was cute seeing her grown-up hipster trying to make sense of everything. She wanted to tell her, but the moment had passed, and they probably needed to focus on what lied ahead. After you did your photo thingy and disappeared, I went to the back row restroom. I saw some sort of butterfly, which may or may not have just been in my damn head, and a hole opened up. It vacuumed me up and yada yada yada. I was here. Shit, Chloe. I couldn't live with myself anymore. Not without you. I pushed my power as far as I could, and it nearly killed me. Fuck. When I lost control, I remember somehow seeing the west room and the path opening up for you. Just briefly. Mass, I'm pretty sure it was you who did it. You knew I would need to find my way back, and you created your wormhole to give me a chance. I wish I could take credit for it, Chloe, but it was like it was happening to me, not because of me. Well, like I said, the universe knows every mass need each other. I don't care how the hell it happened. We found our way back to one another, just like now. I don't know what you did to get me out of that prison, but you did. We won. Wormhole? Whatever the fuck ever. At least I'm not dead now. That was a close call. See, thought the last part of her words would be funny, but the increasing increase in massive bow wavered a different tail. It sucks so bad. I went to your damn funeral. The girl swallowed hard. Everything in my head was telling me you were gone. But my heart, I could still feel you. At first, I felt so dumb. I think it was just a strays of grief. And I couldn't understand that, but the feeling was so damn strong. Chloe, I knew you were out there, and I had to do something to get to you. So, I guess it was different me that was sought and killed at school. You went to someone's funeral, right? I mean, I know I'm here, and you're here, but you saw a dead me. What does that mean for the other version? Shit. You're right. Mass turned away from Chloe with her hands on her hips, elbows angled outward. She paced back and forth for a few seconds, Chloe fighting with the voices in her head. Maybe I don't have to worry about it, Mass. We're together now. That's all that matters, right? Turning back in Chloe's direction, the small girl responded, Yes. Well, no. I don't know, Chloe. Maybe I can still make this whole thing right. Mass, please no. We just got back together. We need to find our way and drive back in. Everything will work out. Trust me. Her voice trailed out as visibility heightened. The car room suddenly surrounded them, lining a hallway-like corridor in each direction. As far as they could see, the columns ran up and down where walls would be if it were a typical hall. Hundreds or thousands of scenes seemed to be playing out deep within the waterway top layers, like looking through a clear-water pond and viewing the bottom. They both stared at the nearest scene in speechless awe. Following a lengthening silence, Chloe began explaining what happened the last time she found herself in the same space. So, that's it. I somehow merged with a different reality with ours, where a version of me murdered that signboard. You see? We have to be careful. I just had a thought. Be careful with those. You don't want to hurt yourself. Chloe dusted behind a mysterious smirk. Oh, come on! Is it too soon to joke? Ha, very funny. But no, I think we could use this. Let's find a way and stop the other you from going in the bathroom altogether. Yeah, but Mass, it was poor luck that I even found my way back into our reality. And it ain't like I got to choose when or where I ended up. Mass grinned and shook her head. It wasn't luck, my dear. It was destiny. My dear. Yeah, maybe not. We need to work on that later. Chloe sort of bumped her best friend, who, in turn, playfully bumped her back. Last time you were here, you weren't able to create wormholes. Trust me on this one. I think I can get us to that moment. When Chloe to not go into the bathroom, then come back. It's so risky, Mass. You said it yourself. You almost died using your power like this. What if I go in instead of you? That way you can focus on keeping it open and I can do the rest. You know, before I didn't know what I was doing. When I rewound or Photoshop, it was like I tap into the power and it all had just happened. At the prison, everything felt more, I don't know, it was more intimate, maybe. It was like I could feel these tiny balls of energy and manipulate them as I saw fit. It was like digging into the fabric of space, controlling what I touched. Whoa, dude. You're incredible. Your power is evolving and set. I think this is what we have to do, Chloe. One last thing, then we can move on from this city right now. Okay, Supermass. I trust you. What do we need to do? First, let's find our reality here. Then, I create a waterfall from this place to the Blackwell restroom. You go inside and make sure Chloe doesn't get killed. Not sure what it looked like, but I make sure to bring you back. After that, we'd be free to drive into our reality. I guess. Well, Caulfield, it's a good thing you're pretty, because that plan is absolute ass. Hey, I think it would. Don't be a dick. The girls sailed a smile. The back and forth banter between them was as snarky and fun-loving as ever. Yeah, I was just joking. Let's give it a go. If you can save a convicted murderer from death row, I believe you can do this too. I have faith in you. Always have. The girls strode shoulder to shoulder down the hall. Chloe wanted to reach for Master's hand to hold it, but wasn't convinced, he said. Being kept in an isolated corner of the prison, only physically interacting when a guard uncluffed and cuffed her before and after showers, she knew she had been thus deprived for a long time. Having just experienced heavy petting when they sealed the kiss, Chloe was already missing the feeling of her sin against Masters. She dreamed of that exact moment for years. It had become more of a fantasy in her head. Now that she finally got to taste her favorite person's mouth and feel her again, it wasn't enough. She desperately wanted more. As Chloe was at war with herself, she felt Master's hand swoop down and grasp hers. Fingers perfectly aligning and wavering together. The kill and love that the touch of their sin confirmed caused a pleasant wave of warmth to cascade throughout her body. It amazed her how important and special it could feel to hold the love of her life's fingers between her own. Hand-holding didn't used to seem like a big deal, but the value she placed on having this specific hand in hers was a simple pleasure she knew she never tired of. How will we know when we see our reality? Masked Crescent, breaking Chloe out from her own mind. Look at all of these. So many to choose from. Check it out. Chloe smiled, grazing it from Master's lips, almost losing herself in the girl's blue eyes. Look closely. You see how they seem fake, plastic-like? We're searching for the one that feels the most real. It'd be less shiny, which might make it hard. That's how I found my way before. She couldn't stop gazing over at Mass. Each time she did, her eyes would stand down to the brunette's soft lips. It felt like she was a kid again who had just finished her first kiss. In a way, the girls did just sail the first real kiss, and it was as magical as Chloe imagined. The other kisses were less idle in her mind. During the first one, she panicked, not thinking Max would take her up on the deal. At the time, she didn't even know the brunette was into girls. The other kiss they sailed was under dire circumstances. She had convinced Max to go back and make sure the town was safe. We'd be alone at the lighthouse. It was beautiful but tragic. More of a kiss goodbye. The one they sealed just moments ago was a realization of true love. It meant so much to her. Wowzer, this is incredible. Max released her grip and placed both palms on the back of her head. Oh yeah, there's a little shimmer to them. Chloe noticed an astonished air to Max's expression. The radiance of the columns increased, reality behind them becoming crystal clear, and countless numbers of scenarios played out as they continued walking down the hallway. Even though it was Chloe's second occasion witnessing these other potential timelines, the multiple realities still blew her mind as well. There! Chloe pointed towards what looked like a gap between two columns up ahead. That's the one! The paces quickened as they approached the reality with an outlining dimness. Chloe, it kind of feels like I'm being pulled towards the columns like a magnet. Yeah, that's why we have to be careful. One more move and, well, you'll be blowing Jefferson's brains out. Chloe suddenly felt Max's body close in on hers. The gold arms snaked around her waist and torso, locking their hips and chest tightly together. Returning them embrace, she bent down slightly and seized her little hipster, lifting her feet off the ground in answer to, then spinning in a full circle. Chloe, I want to say something before we do this. Max hesitated as her feet were returned to the ground. With sensory settled, she clutched both of Chloe's hands and held them out in front of hers, directly between them. We made it this far, but something could still go wrong. I'm not really good at words, but I love you. I always have. I'm sorry about everything that happened before. Shh, Max. I know. Everything that's happened led us to this moment. Maybe we weren't ready for each other back then, and the shit we went through helped prepare us for this moment. I don't fucking know. What I do know is after this last thing, we get to be together. That's goddamn exciting. Chloe released Max's hands and reached forward, grabbing and twisting the photograph of her at the chest, pulling her in for a series of kisses and pecks. Finally, they leaned back and stared deeply into each other's eyes, an ambience of contentment permeating between them. Max stepped to the side and faced the open hallway. Let's get this shit over with. She gently wrapped one arm around her partner, then stretched her other arm forward. You ready, babe? Babe? Yeah, I think I could get used to that one. Okay, master. Let's rip. I'm ready. As the water around them wobbled and stirred, Chloe looked over at Max, who was concentrating energy on her power. An almost invisible Bisbee-sized tentacle seemed to form from the time traveler's chest. It shot forward and hung in midair. Chloe briefly noticed the scenes in the column spinning backwards in reverse. A spiral vortex formed, whipping the space out in front of them. Max's body shook and trembled as he strained to open the path, but she was successful. Now, Chloe! I keep it open as long as I can! Chloe nodded and prepared herself. She stepped to the side and prohibited her legs. Pursing off, she dove headfirst into the center. Damn it. I can't. This has to work. I can't lose her again. Max knew time didn't frozen the same way in the space between, as it did in reality, but he didn't expect to see Chloe back so soon. It seemed less than a minute passed before she witnessed Chloe's return on the other side. The reflective glow from the wormhole almost made it appear like a younger version of the girl had come back. Is that blue hair? Just as she was about to set off her power, effectively closing the wormhole, two more bodies appeared on the opposite side. What? Who are they? Releasing her strained grip, the hole closed and trailed back towards her chest, transferring into vapors, then disappearing altogether. Master's jaw dropped as she looked in the direction of the three individuals who emerged from the vortex. Locking eyes with the former prisoner, she noticed her eyebrows were raised with shoulders in a struggling position, palms facing upward, standing from her best friend to the other two individuals. Mass trailed in disbelief. Sorry, Mass. I had to bring them with me. But I have a plan. Don't you worry. Corey winked and then brought others to where Mass was still standing. This is so fucking weird, the Blue Hill punk said, turning in a circle and glancing at the unfamiliar sights around her. I can't believe this sister is real. You shut your annoying mouth, the bomb responded. If I hadn't just saved your ass, you were going to be shocked and killed by that prick, setting off a series of events that would only end in tragedy. Okay, jeez. The younger version of Chloe turned towards the younger Mass and stand her from head to toe. You've been back in Acadia Bay for a month and still hadn't contacted me? You left for 5 years without a call or even a text. I'm sorry, Chloe. I wanted to. Really, I did. Whatever. No, I'm serial. I miss you, Chloe. I just didn't know how. I was gonna win, Mass. When would you find the time to? Stop, both of you. Chloe interrupted the younger girls. I make this quick. You and you, she pointed from Chloe to Mass, are literally in love with each other. You don't know it yet, but you are. Anyway, you here so we can make things right. She walked over to the love of her life's side and pecked her on the cheek. Still feeling a little drained, Mass propped herself up using Chloe's shoulders like a cross. Every movie I ever seen or book I ever read about time travel shows that bad things happen to past and future self-mate. Is this part of your plan, Chloe? Nah, don't worry about movies or books. There's probably some idiot sitting behind a laptop now that's making shit up. This is real life, Mass. Okay. So, you brought them back for a reason. Mass's energy was returning, so she stirred and stepped to the side. What's your plan, Chloe? Well, I found myself being pushed out of the door from a stall in the bathroom. I looked around and knew a staring Mass would be around the corner hiding. Then an idea came to me as soon as I saw that press hot dreep come in. I swept his ass out and grabbed these two lovebirds. They didn't even see what hit them. I threw Chloe in first, then told Mass not to worry. We jumped back through together. That's great and all, Chloe, but what's the damn plan? Yeah, so if we just use a wormhole to get back to our reality, you have to exist with these two knuckleheads. running around. Hey! Fuck you! The punk broke in with a huff. We literally wait here. Her sour morphed into a smile as she noticed her own little hips are giggling. I don't think we want that, but what if you open a wormhole in the same space as our reality leaves condom? We know that they have merging abilities. Maybe if we jump through our younger selves, we would merge together. I know, weird, huh? Wowzer. A soft voice came from one of the two onlookers, which caused the other to respond with a heartfelt laugh. I mean, yeah, we come this far. Let's do it. Mass bobbed her head up and down in agreement. Oh, just like that? I thought you might have some sort of argument, didn't it? Master shook her head. Nope. You put your faith in me for all of these years, and I love you so much for it. I think it's time I put my faith in you. Corey grinned and then waved the teenage versions of herself over to the side. Me and the punk here will jump through first. Then you two beautiful brunettes go in next. God, I'm really gonna be groupie like you? The blue-haired girl stuck out her tongue and rolled her eyes. Would you admit it or not, dude? You really are a damn group. Just wait. It goes to a whole new level with this hipster here. All it takes is spending one day with her and you'll remember those old feelings you had when you were your kids. Then these brand new, badass and kind of silly feelings will rush through you. Don't run from them. Corey gestured towards the younger mass. Seize your person. The teenager turned to the older brunette. Have I always been this way? Mass shrugged. You mean a summer punk? Oh, are you talking about beautiful, smart, funny, perfect? Okay, jeez. She looked back over at the companion she was just in the bathroom with moments prior. I get it. I mean, she is cute, and yeah, she's Mass Caulfield. I guess now is as good a time as any. Following Corey's words, Matt stretched out her arm and hand, and after several seconds, another wormhole materialized in the center of the reality. It strode differently and cast a strange amber hue that it hadn't previously. The column and vibrating vortex homogenized into one entity as expected. Here we go, Chloe called out, then kissed her time traveler on the cheek. I love you so much, Mass. See you on the other side. Arms locked at elbows, both Chloes jumped into the wormhole and were gone. Mass followed suit, locking arms and at the elbow bends with her younger doppelganger. You ready, Mass? The younger girl smiled and responded, I'm the readiest. You're a dork. Did you know that? Takes one to know one. Following a still smile, the girls lifted their weight and disappeared through to whatever awaited them on the other side. Hi everyone. This is AmberAnkNA 2000 again. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Because, you know, I really did enjoy making it. But, so I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, and subscribe with the notifications on down below. Till next time, bye!